All right, we're here with Jennifer Liebsack, who's a director of sales at Vinarosa. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Tell us more about this beautiful resort in Sonoma County, just outside of Santa Rosa, right in wine country with, I forget how many acres, maybe like 80 acres of vines right outside the back of it, right?
Yes. So we sit on a 92-acre working vineyard, with 40 acres being grapes that are actually used for different wines. And we have a 1.1 mile walking loop that goes through. And so we ask guests to come and interact in there. And we have like the QR codes that are along the walking path that they can scan, and then up pops the winemaker and talks a little bit more about the varietals that are being grown in those lots.
And that must be a huge appeal of this place, is just its position, I mean, in wine country, but also kind of close to Santa Rosa too. So you're not too far out in the hinterlands.
Right. No, we're very fortunate. We're one exit away from the Santa Rosa airport, and just as much distance into downtown Santa Rosa as up to Hillsburg.
And I know our group here, we're here for Meetings Today Live West, and just a little under 80 attendees. I believe you have 78 beautifully appointed rooms here. And it's a really like a buyout situation for us. So we have the whole resort, which has a conference center, a spa, amazing cuisine. So is that kind of a sweet spot for you guys?
It really is. We're very fortunate to have Meetings Today here with us, with all the different meeting planners and suppliers, just to show off the property. 78 well-appointed rooms that we just went through a $15 million renovation last June. And so it just makes a very warm welcome for these type of groups, where the way that the property is laid out on the acreage, that you have the event space up front along with the restaurant, and then the rooms sit towards the back of the property. So you can have all the events going on, but yet you're not really disrupting any of the guests that are in-house.
Or if it's just your group, there's probably no other guest in-house, so you can have your run of the whole property with all the cool social spaces and the pool area, which we activated for a wine reception. So lots of options here, right?
A lot of intimate spaces throughout. We also have like the little fire pits around, so you can do the fireside chats. We have a nice gathering area by the pool as well, with the fire pit there. And then we have like the hidden spaces right here in the lobby that were part of the transformation, with the game room and then the fitness center.
The fitness center, right? And the spa. And, what are some other attributes of the property you think are your top selling points for meeting and event planners?
I think just the welcoming of just the wellness that has wrapped in here and the full spread of the property. The rooms are more appointed to be as if you're coming home rather than an event center.
For sure,
so it's just more relaxing, more intimate.
I had the experience when I went into my room, and I love it when I have this experience. I'm like, did they make a mistake and upgrade me? Because it's just such a beautiful, it is like a residence, almost like you're in your own residence.
Absolutely.
That must carry a lot of appeal especially for sort of groups with they're luxury minded.
Right, a lot of wellness retreats, and then wellness means so much different to different people. Like it has a different meaning. So we have a lot of that components, from the farm to table dining. We have the the comfortable guest rooms, the spa, the walkability of the vineyard, the bocce ball courts, just little spaces throughout.
And then, of course, during our reception, we had a couple of wineries there. So I'm sure you guys are very always willing to partner up to bring in wineries, because that's the experience everyone wants in wine country, right?
Absolutely. Thursday through Saturday, we do have wine pours. As the guests are checking in, we rotate different wineries through here to do the tastings during check-in, and it's just having that right there on the property.
And what types of groups do you typically get here?
Corporate retreats, a lot of corporate retreats, medical, financial, and then quite a few weddings. We have 2 beautiful wedding lawns on the property. And then we have our vineyard row that sits behind where we had our reception last night.
Yeah.
So they're actually dining within the vines.
That was quite an experience. I'm sure everyone will remember. Well, anything to add for our audience of meeting and event planners?
Well, coming on with Preferred Hotels and Resorts was a huge lift for us. We've been recognized as a preferred well-being property. So we have the wellness in there, and that really attracts because they have the I Prefer meeting planner points
Okay.
as well. And then being in Sonoma County, we also have the Sonoma County incentives for groups that will add on to anything additional.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you for joining us, and thank you for hosting Meetings Today Live West.
Tyler.
We're having a great time and just looking forward to even more experiences rolling out.
Thank you.